Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the PELE YOETZ in Ava LaHaKadosh Baruch Hu, loving Hashem, and he's informing us that if a person would just realize all of the spiritual brachas that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has laden us up with in our lives, the Torah and the mitzvahs, and an opportunity to get close to Him, to perfect ourselves, to become greater spiritual beings. And when we recognize where we're actually coming from, the lowliness of the physical nature of a human being, how grateful and how gracious we have to be to Hashem that He has brought us to such a wonderful place and an opportunity to be close to Him. Mitoich kach, yakir v'yeda. Through this a person will recognize and they will know. Ki toiva gedaylihi shebachar banu. What a great goodness Hashem has done for us, that He chose us. V'keravnu la'avoidosai, and He brought us close to His service. This is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu did for all of Klal Yisrael. And each of us as individuals is a part of that nation. We all make up the beautiful people of the Jewish people. And therefore, a person has to recognize that in the Rabbi Shalom, in all of His amazing wisdom and insight, He made us His treasured people. Al ki be'emes amru, we say in truth in the Mishnah, Yafa sha'acha shel Torah ma'asim tovim ba'olam hazeh, 1 hour of Torah and ma'asim tovim, good deeds in this world, is better mikol chay olam haba, than all of the life in the world to come. The opportunity that a person has in this world to be engaged in mitzvahs, in Torah, in tefillah, in tikkun amidos, and working on ourselves. With every little bit of effort that we put in, we're getting closer and closer to the Rabbi Shalom. In the world to come, you're going to reap the rewards, but it's not going to grow and it's not going to increase. The only place in the universe that a person will be able to continue moving up the ladder of spirituality, to gain more and more favor in the eyes of Hashem, to be able to put in the effort and the hard work and the toiling that needs to be done, the only place is in this world. And therefore, to be in this world and have at your disposal, served to you on a silver platter, Torah u'maisim tovim, that's greater than all of the reward and all of the pleasure that you're going to have in the world to come. And a person needs to think for themselves. How HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to such a lowly person who is from the shval anoshim, from the dregs, so to speak, of society. That's really where we're coming from. We come from very humble beginnings, and yet Hashem decided to bestow Yikar Ugdula, preciousness and greatness. Hashem desires that we are valued. He chose us, the fun of to stand in front of Him, l'sharsai, and to serve Him, av shuhu basa v'dam, even though that we are made out of flesh and blood, tibasrucha kamayhu, just a little putrid drop of life is where we began from. And this person who comes from the little drop of life, and he is just made out of flesh and blood, and he's filled inside of himself with desires and lusts and drives and passions for all things not ruchni, not spiritual, not godly. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes me and he plants me in front of Him, and He bestows me with so much honor and so much greatness and so much opportunities and so much abilities to ascend the ladders of spirituality. What a gift HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given us. How much we have to be grateful to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for all that He has done. And therefore, when you realize where you're coming from, you realize the humble beginnings, we recognize that we are nothing in the world of the spiritual giants like the malachim, like the angels, and of course the Rabbi Shalom Himself. We're nothing, we're a little drop, a speck of dust in that world, and yet Hashem has chosen us, and yet He gave us Torah, yet He gave us mitzvahs, yet He allows us to serve before Him and get close to Him the best that we can. What a gift, what a bracha, what a chesed, what an act of kindness. It's really beyond our comprehension to understand and recognize how much Hashem has done. All of the tremendous amounts of goodness and the blessings that Hashem has bestowed upon us. The one that is Bareinu, that has created us. Yitzreinu shapes us and forms us. And He makes us who we are. We are indebted, Ribbono Shel Olam, to you. You have taken the smallest little entity of creation. You have lifted us up to the highest of heights, given us the greatest gift of all, Torah and mitzvahs, and which itself is the way in which, it's the avenue, it's the means that we all have to get close to you, closer and closer and closer every day of our lives. Have a wonderful day.